OMAD and 2MAD are two phenomenal meal plans. Today, we will find out which one you should follow and why. Let's get started. Understanding the terms OMAD and 2MAD. OMAD means one meal a day and 2MAD means 2 meals a day. That's all these plans entail. For OMAD, you need to select a particular hour of the day when you'll eat to your heart's content. And with 2MAD, you will commit 2 time frames for eating meals, such as having lunch at 12 p.m. and dinner at 6 or 7 p.m. The rest of the time, you will be fasting. With 2MAD, there will be an 8 hours window between the 2 meals and 16 hours of fasting. You can make it a 20-hour fast by shrinking this 8-hour window by having lunch at 2 p.m. and dinner at 6 p.m. So you have 2 fasting patterns for 2MAD, 16:8 and 20:4. Increase fasting time further and you'll end up following the 1 meal a day fasting pattern. With OMAD, you can eat at any time of the day. Just make sure that you are eating within 1 hour. So it could be midnight, mid-noon, or right after coming home from work. The choice is all yours, but we suggest you eat at 6 p.m. as it would be easier for your body to adapt to the fasting state while you sleep. And you won't find it as difficult to cope with it during the day when you are at work. So basically, both are types of intermittent fasting with different eating criteria. Let's find out which one is better. But before that, subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos like this. Which one is better? The answer isn't as simple as you think. Certain physical characteristics, events, and factors all play a role in determining which is best for you. One of the key factors is losing weight. That's the main reason most people switch to intermittent fasting. Another factor is improvement in insulin resistance to deal with type 2 diabetes. Most of us follow OMAD or 2MAD to lose weight and maintain health. People who don't have weight issues or insulin resistance still prefer following these diet plans because they are interested in improving longevity and immunity to encourage autophagy. Fasting always leads to longevity. That's a well-documented fact. And it is also medically proven that caloric deficit leads to a healthier body. But what is autophagy? Autophagy is the body's way of cleaning out damaged cells in order to regenerate newer, healthier cells. When you don't eat much during the day, your body gets healthier and becomes a pro at using limited resources carefully. To make this happen, your body starts recycling and reusing resources and becomes more efficient at repairing damages. Your body usually recycles proteins which are pathogens like bacteria, yeast, viruses, and parasites. That's how your immune system gets a boost and starts working better. Now that we have discussed the benefits of fasting, it becomes slightly irrelevant which fasting patterns are better for you. Still, there are certain aspects you must understand. Determining between OMAD and 2MAD strictly relies on your personal preferences, physical requirements, and willpower. You may start with 2MAD and gradually convert it into OMAD or vice versa. It all depends on how much hunger you can take. There will come a time when you won't feel as hungry as you would initially. But this doesn't really mean that you will start losing weight or your health will get better instantly. Everything takes time. Your body will need time to adapt to either of the fasting patterns. Some people lose too much weight while some find it challenging to lose even a few pounds. That's because every person's body responds to fasting differently. Some have an efficient digestive system and metabolism, so their food gets digested quickly and they feel hunger pangs more frequently. On the other hand, some people's metabolic rate is slower, so their food gets digested slowly and they don't feel as hungry. Remember that with OMAD, you will eat your entire day's food within an hour. This may irritate your digestive system, and if it isn't as robust as you expect, you may struggle to consume that much in one sitting. Suppose you have eaten thousands of calories, so your body will need to make sufficient amounts of digestive enzymes and hydrochloric acid to process it. When you have 2 heavy meals a day, this process will become even more complicated. Remember to process roughly 2,000 calories in one sitting. Your body will have to work twice as hard. In this regard, time and patience are the keys. So, we suggest that you start with 2 meals a day, and if you find it effective, then enter the next phase of intermittent fasting with 1 meal a day. Processing food may pose a problem, but your body will quickly learn to use fat as its primary fuel source instead of carbohydrate, and you won't get hungry a lot. The more ketones you make through avoiding food for an extended period, the more autophagy there will be, and you'll promote insulin sensitivity. OMAD improves insulin resistance by reducing overall food consumption and promoting glycemic control. After you eat the meal, your body increases insulin production as a natural response to process all that food. And when there is a low-calorie intake, your body starts utilizing it for energy, which causes a reduction in insulin levels. So this is how OMAD helps in improving insulin sensitivity. So what about 2MAD? As per traditional dietary wisdom, eating small but frequent meals can help maintain steady blood glucose levels. But the problem with 2MAD is that we get into insulin resistance twice a day. So we are actually breaking the momentum of moving towards insulin sensitivity. Since the fasting time is short, we would not get as much insulin resistance as through OMAD. The same depth and momentum towards insulin resistance cannot be achieved with 2MAD. To be honest, because we eat sooner and our bodies don't get the same opportunity to burn off stored resources, a longer fast is more effective in developing insulin resistance. Similarly, autophagy also takes longer to take place in 2MAD. Although there is no agreement on when it actually begins because the diet pattern has the most influence, still, we can be assured that it occurs quicker in a longer fast. So, the bottom line is that if you want to deal with insulin sensitivity and encourage autophagy, then OMAD is better. Whereas, if longevity and overall healthiness is your preference, then stick to 2MAD. Please subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed this video.